What is going on, guys? Welcome to your 14th chemistry tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be talking to you guys about something called ions. Now, ions, the definition of it is whenever you have an element that has a different number of protons than electrons. Pretty weird, huh? So let's go ahead and take a look at a quick example. Let me go ahead and draw a really simple element of hydrogen. So hydrogen in the nucleus has a proton which has a positive charge and typically a neutron which has a negative zero charge or no charge, and also around it in the first energy level it usually has one electron. Now remember that electron has a negative charge. So if we take a look at this element, we have one negative charge and we have a positive charge, and they are going to cancel each other out. So we say that this hydrogen atom would have zero charge, or in other words, some people call it neutral or no charge. They all mean the same thing. However, sometimes chemical reactions can either take away this electron or they can cause it to have an additional electron. Whenever you have an element that has a different number of protons than electrons, then look at this. It has more negative charges than positive charges, and we call this would be a negatively charged, let me write this down, a negatively charged element, in other words, an ion. So remember, atoms that have different numbers of protons than electrons are charged particles, and those are called ions. So again, the definition of an ion is a charged particle, basically. So let me go ahead and show you a graph from one of my favorite websites, Wikipedia. Maybe this will do a little better job explaining. So in this example, we have a typical neutral element, hydrogen. It has one proton in here and one electron. Now the proton is positively charged and the electron is negatively charged. So they're going to go ahead and cancel each other out, and that's why it says that this one is neutral, in other words, not an ion. It has no charge. However, if we took this one, this neutral hydrogen, and stripped away the electron, then it would just be one positively charged proton in there. Whenever we have an ion that's positively charged, we're basically saying this element has more protons than electrons. We call those cations. Cations, one last time, are positively charged elements. They have more protons than electrons. The opposite of that would be something called anions. Anions are negatively charged elements. In other words, if you count up all the electrons, they would be greater than the number of protons. So we have two negative charges right here and only one positive charge. So that is why overall we have -1 for the charge, and again that's called an anion. And some people remember this because if you look at an, it has N, which is negative. In cat, I don't know if you think cats are positive or something. I don't know. You can have your own little silly rule to remember that. But anions I always remember because the N is negative. So one last time, cations have more protons than electrons, and anions have more electrons than protons to have overall negative charge. So now that we understand valence electrons and isotopes and ions, cations, anions, we can finally go ahead and move on to the periodic table, and it is going to be awesome. And I have this awesome website which has the best periodic table on the internet. Can't wait to show you guys. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any questions, go ahead to my website, thenewboston.com, and there's a forum on there. You can ask me any questions you want there. So for now, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and oh yeah, add me on Google+. See you later.